You sure? Or is it a figment of your imagination?
Ash, I don't want you. Go sit with your dad. I know I love you though. I love Ash, but he likes to knead bread.
You know, he don't like me, he likes you.
It is birthday, my birthday, Peter. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody so far for being here. Junkyard, Carrie. Oh, Carrie, saying happy birthday to me. Tammy, hi sweetheart. Hi Amy. Hey Andy.
Hey.
Injections to make diabetes.
Hi Diggity.
You forgot to turn your phone down.
Injections. Just one small pod replaces up to 14 injections.
Actually, it is. My phone is on vibrate, but apparently YouTube doesn't care, and it totally put the volume on the ads anyway. Anyway, I'm pulling my chat back up so I can see y'all.
She forgot.
No, I just did it. I tried it again. I put it again, and it did. How are you, sis? You feeling better? I know I talked to you earlier today. For those of you who don't know yet, Nana's Menagerie is actually Cher from Toucan. So if y'all don't know yet, that's her.
Is it, or is it the CIA? Black Hawk helicopters.
Hey, Benz, thank you. Hey, look, Cher. Ta-da! I use my cup all the time. This was a gift from Cher. It is an insulated mug. I use it all the time. I hear my
You
bowl
leave
over
bowl
there
out?
whining.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm about to check.
It sure is. So what's everybody up to? What y'all been doing today? Hey, it says we have 2 whole people in here.
Yep.
Hey, Skeeter, that's Ash Cat. Ash is a cool cat. It's amazing what that cat's been through and survived, let me tell you. That cat has been set on fire. It's been attacked by a fox and had half its face ripped off. It's had run-ins with coyotes. That cat has been through it. And he always comes out on top. He's a little fighter. You're up to 5'6", well, hot diggity. Still puts you taller than me.
Back in a little while, is that okay?
Sure, if you want to leave me to go hang out with your friends on my birthday, go ahead. Okay. We'll put the cat outside, please.
You care if I go for a few minutes? I'll get back in a little while.
You're a grown man. Carrie's outside, like cooking dinner, yum. Yeah, you guys have been getting those feeder bands. I've been watching that, Skeeter. Hey, bub, thank you.
Watch out, Ash. I'm going to go see what they need right quick. I will be back shortly. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. But I will be back, y'all. Bye.
Just for the record, he's leaving me to go see his friends on my birthday. But it's okay.
We'll help out right quick. I'll be back for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And for the record, I've been home for a good part of the day already. So, I'll be back, y'all.
Anyway. Hey, we got 6 people.
She's making me put the poor Ash Cat outside too. Poor Ash Cat.
Because the cat will climb all over me and I don't feel like dealing with him.
Bye, everybody.
Alright, Lenny. It's only my birthday. It's okay. Y'all know I'm going to give him grief over it, right? I am 54 today, Skeeter. I don't mind telling nobody because I worked hard for all 54 of them years. I don't have a problem telling anybody how old I am. I went through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to 54. Did y'all hear his truck? Did y'all hear that? Although he says it's not that loud. He's on the way out in the driveway. The shop doors closed. So yes, I am 54 today. Now my thing here where I'm monitoring the live stream, it will be forever behind. So if I ever do stall or stop, or you guys let me know, because I won't know until it's well in 2-3 minutes later. I know there's a lot of people around the country still dealing with these storms. I know New Jersey got hammered today really bad as well. Long Island is getting it pretty bad right now. New York, that, the whole northeastern area right there is getting hit hard. But y'all just definitely keep everybody in your prayers. There was some massive, damage and devastation in Louisiana, Mississippi. It was bad, y'all. So there's a lot of people right now that are homeless, a lot of people that their lives are up in the air. So y'all please take a minute to say some prayers or to send some good wishes, well wishes, and happy thoughts. I know Ohio got a bunch of this. That whole little path where this traveled is just getting inundated. This was a heck of a storm. So, well, according to this, nobody said anything for 10 minutes. So, if y'all said anything and I missed it, let me know. I could just sit here and ramble on, I guess. It says there's 3 people here. I don't know how accurate that is, but I just sit here and ramble for y'all. I didn't do a whole lot today. I mean, yes, it's my birthday, but I didn't do a whole lot. We went and rehomed one of his mama's dogs. Bless her heart. She's a sweet, sweet dog. Her name's Reba. Andy calls her Taco. But she's recently discovered she can get out, and once she did, that's it. She was not having nothing of it. You couldn't keep her in, and yesterday or day before, she went over to the neighbor's property, and their teenager was out walking their dog on a leash, and she was barking at them and scared her, and they just decided that we can't do that. We can't have that. So, hot diggity, 4 of us. Hey, Christy, thank you, sis. Happy birthday to me. How are you? How's Cindy? So, we found another home for her. And so we got up early this morning and took her. I hear Bo over there whining. He can hear me talking, so he knows I'm here. But he's outside. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so we took her this morning. We got up early and took her this morning. And then we went back by one of my friends, one of the neighbors had sent me a few dollars with a note that said for Sonic Tea, which was convenient because we were right there next to Henderson. So we swung into Sonic and I got some tea and a breakfast sandwich. And then we came home and I just hadn't done a whole lot today. Fiddled around the house a little bit. Watched a little bit of TV, took a nap. Didn't do a whole lot of nothing, y'all. So has anybody else had friends or family that have been affected by these things? One of Joan's dogs, Reba, as Andy calls her Taco, the little brown dog, she actually put a hole in their wall of their trailer to get out. She headbutted it enough and squeezed her way in and out enough that she literally pushed 2 of the studs out of their moorings, and so she could push the whole wall out and slip down and wiggle between them. And they tried putting a couple of shelves loaded down with stuff and a couple pieces of plywood and a recliner in front of it, and she would get her nose in there and she'd just start wiggling her head till she got her head in there and then her body until she pushed it out far enough to get under it again. She was gone. They tried reinforcing it 2 or 3 times and she just was getting through everything. And of course, when she gets outside, she can go right over the fence. I mean, once she discovered she could. Hi, Miss Slippy. Thank you, darling. And Mr. Buddy, if you're watching, and Nanny. I don't know, I'm guessing y'all are somewhere similar together, but hi, everybody. So, yeah, she was tearing up their house, but then when we got a lead for him, I told him, I said, well, you're either going to have to kennel her or put her on a lead when you leave. And so we got a lead for her. They put a harness on her, put her on a lead, and she about choked herself to death trying to get out of the harness. She ended up wrapping herself around something, I don't know how many times, but you could just see where the harness was pulling under her arms. It was a little bit rubbed, kind of red, and some of the hair is gone. You could see where she struggled against it really bad. But we had told him, I said, she's not going to like that harness. We put some cushions and padding there. Hey, there's Mr. Buddy. Yes, she was one of the pups at your property, Miss Christie. Hey, Mary Beth, thank you, sweetheart. And thank you, buddy. But I told him, I said, she'll get used to it. We put some extra padding under, her elbow so that it would cushioned a little bit, and when he went to her, his dad went to put her out on the lead, she wiggled away from him and took off and went under the trailer and out the other side, and when she ended up in the neighbors on the other side. And these are the neighbors that are just butt heads that you don't want to, we don't want anything to do with. So, you know, and I wouldn't have blamed him. In all honesty, I would not have blamed them for being upset. They have children over there. We know the dog is harmless. She just makes a lot of noise. But she's a sweet, sweet girl. But, you know, they wouldn't have a way of knowing that, and it frightened one of their children. I would not blame them for being upset at all. And I told, you know, his parents, I said, have to figure out something, because if that's going to start happening, you can't do that. So, at the last minute, she was spared, and we found somebody that could take her, and hopefully, they said they could take care of her till they can find a home for her, that they're going to help. So, yeah, she did. So how are Miss Lippy and Mr. Buddy and Miss Mary Beth? How are y'all doing? Mary Beth, are you feeling better, honey? There are flies in here, y'all, that are driving me crazy. Hey, Owen, thank you, sweetheart. How have you been, Owen? So that's how my day went. Dealing with the dog, and then of course I'll leave Saturday for my trip. I'm excited. I'm gonna probably get out of here about 7 in the morning. His dad's gonna have a long trip because he's taking me to Nashville to the airport, and then driving back around to Huntsville, Alabama to pick up Andy's mom. Hey, Amy. Thank you, Amy. Oh my goodness, Bo is just making a racket. Y'all should hear him. I don't know if y'all can hear him or not, but Lord of mercy is he whining. He can hear me because my fence is, you know, maybe 5 foot on the outside of this shop, so he can hear me. He knows I'm here. And I usually put him inside, but he needed to go out and go potty, and I was like, I'm not leaving the door open because all the flies go in. So. Oh, I hate adjusting to new glasses, Mary Beth. I hate adjusting to new glasses. But then I remember what it's like to try and see without them, and I kind of tend to get over it pretty quickly. Hey, Rosanna, thank you. Owen, are you guys getting into these storms up there? I know parts of New York are getting it. New York are, I know for sure. Long Island's getting hit. New Jersey got hit pretty hard. Thank you, Owen. I'm trying to get back to my normal Wednesday night lives. Last week I did not. I wasn't feeling well. And we are hoping within the next couple of weeks now, they have started with the installation of the high-speed internet. The fiber optic lines have all been run, and a couple of our neighbors already had their installs done. So we're on the list. I don't know how far down the list we are, but we're on the list for installation. And that's going to make a huge difference for us, because we're going to go from 25 megabytes to 250 megabytes hardwired, which means we don't lose internet in the rain. You know, if the power goes out, obviously we would lose internet, but as long as there's power, we would be fine. And it'll be a much stronger signal, which means I'll have a better live stream. I'll be able to join live streams. Yeah, the tornado watch, it's going to be hard up there. You guys, you stay safe, Owen. I remember last year when you were, or was it last year or year before, Owen, that you shared with us all of the pictures of the flooding you had at your apartment. I remember that. There was quite a bit of water there. Because you were pretty close to is it a creek or a river or something? You were pretty close to a body of water. I remember that. I remember those pictures. Of course, with my luck, that's probably been years ago, and I'm just not even, I'm so behind. But anyway, you know, as it is now, like live streams, if they're early enough, I can usually do a live stream. Like Buddy and Lippy are early enough that I can do those. By the time anybody after them comes on, I'm lucky if I can get the chat to work. I very seldom ever have the actual video or audio on it, so I have to watch chat and try to do the best I can. He was here, Lippy, and he got a text message from the guys down the street and said he had to go check with them because they needed something and he'd be back. That's what I know. Yeah, it will be nice. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. K&A's Family Homestead. Thank you, darling. Yeah, I can relate to that, Owen. I think the older we get, the more our eyes want to just not function like they used to when we were young, but that's pretty much of all of our body, I think. It's one of those you learn as you get older. You know, I can drive at night. I just prefer not to because the lights blind me. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, there's so much sawdust in here. Excuse me, y'all, please. But I know I try not to drive at night if I don't have to. I mean, long trips is not so bad because, you know, on the freeway, especially late at night, there's not as much traffic. But like in town, it can be blinding. I usually like try to be home by dark just because it's easier. I can relate to that one. Libby, buddy, how's Nanny doing? Everything going okay since her move? There's one flyer, y'all, that's driving me nuts. I know Libby can relate. It's just like this one fly. And y'all don't forget, let me know if the live stream starts doing something stupid, because mine, like I said, my audio is going to be, and my visual part of it. The chat usually keeps up, but the rest of it doesn't. I'm, like right now, if I'm looking at mine, I'm 1 minute and 24 seconds behind y'all and growing, so. Oh, goodness, Libby. Hey, Tara, thank you so much, darling. Thank you, Kate, sweetie. I love you. You are getting so big. Mama sent some pictures the other day. I was like, oh my goodness. You are growing up so fast. I love you, Libby. That might be a better topic for Uncensored, though. If you guys have not checked out Miss Libby's new channel on Gemini Homestead, Miss Libby, you know what you're talking about. If you have not checked out her new channel, it's Miss Libby Uncensored. And Libby, if you want to link that, I'm fine with it. Y'all go check out her new channel. She's put some really fun videos up there. Some cooking, some of them are just her speaking her mind, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch them. So, hey Pam, how are you, darling? Thank you so much. He sure is, Tammy. Oh my goodness. How tall are you now, Cade? Holy cow, she's gonna be taller than me then, Christy. I think she was on the verge of being the same height as me last time I saw her, so I'm not surprised she's taller than me. There you go. There's Miss Libby's new channel. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check her out. It's a lot of fun. Miss Libby being herself, just being natural and sharing her heart and her mind, and it's an awesome channel. Y'all make sure you go check her out and give her some love. What's been up with you, Rosanna? How's your family, darling? It's so nice sometimes like this because people that don't normally get to stop in will make a point of just stopping in to say hi for a few minutes when they know it's special, you know? Thanks, Pam. I was just telling everybody I'm trying to get back to my normal Wednesdays. Hey, Teresa, how are you, darling? Holy cow. Everybody's taller than me. I'm too short. But, I was just telling everybody, we have better internet coming now. They've been promising it for almost a year. And they've now got it to where they're in the installation process for the fiber optics. We will no longer be dependent on HughesNet satellite. We know we're on the list for installation. A couple people on our block, our neighbors have already got theirs installed, so it's coming. And that'll be wonderful. Hey, June, how are you, darling? Thank you so much. Kate's about 5 foot already. Holy cow. You're the same height as me, Kate. You grow anymore, you're going to be taller than me, honey. You're tall like your daddy. How's Bobby doing? Is he doing all right? I know he sent me a birthday message earlier, made me smile. Well, that's why it's called Your Crazy Life, Tara, because you just never stop. But it's really good to see everybody that gets to stop in, you know, special occasions, and because oftentimes life gets in the way, you guys. I mean, seriously. You know, we all have busy lives, and you can't always just stop what you're doing. And, you know, I get it. I understand that. You know, most of us that are channel creators, we all get it. But it's nice on special occasions when people just take the few minutes to just say hi, I haven't seen you in a while, and it always makes my heart feel good. So thank you so much for everybody that's stopping in. It's good to see old friends. And I'm going to, Miss Lippy, I'm going to put 4 fly swatters in this shop. I don't have any here now. I got 2 in my camper. I'm going to put 4 in here, 1 within reach of every wall. Because they're going to drive me up a wall. Well, Miss Southern Blessed. Hi, darlings. How are y'all? Which one of you do we have? Or do we have both? Hey, Patty. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you. I gave him grief over it, y'all. I really did. Ask the rest of them. He was here when I started. When you go back and watch the live stream and watch the first part, you'll see him. And he got a text from his friends down the street, and he showed it to me. He said, "Do you mind? I'll only be a few minutes. Just need to go see." You're a grown man. If you want to leave me on my birthday and go hang out with your friends, you just go right ahead. I really don't know what they needed. I don't know if it was something they really needed or what, which is what I'm assuming, but I don't know. But I did give him grief over it for sure. Hey, Bobby. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping by, Owen, darling. Love you. Owen is such a sweet guy with such a generous heart. You'll be blessed to have him care about you. He's got the most generous heart. Still not sure which one we have, but you know, it could be both of them, Libby. They're both there. Cool. Tired and worn, sitting in recliners, watching you on the big screen. Oh, Lordy. I will try to be professional. Do I look like I belong on a big screen? Fly? Libby is going to be Flytopia in here. Or Flypocalypse. That's the word I'm looking for. Amen to that one, Pam. I gave him plenty of grief. On the live stream, too. Oh, thank you, Kate, honey. I love you, darling. You are such a sweet boy. Thank you, my honey. Hope you're having a good time. You guys back in school already? All right, June. Thank you for stopping in, honey. See, it's that kind of stuff where old friends just stop in for a minute to... Sometimes time and distance may keep you apart, but that doesn't mean that you leave their hearts, you know? I have a lot of people that I don't talk to all the time, especially on here, and I mean, let's face it, if I watched every single video and every single live stream from every single person I'm sub to, I would never get out of bed and I'd have 5 TVs running at one time. Aw, thank you, Lippy. Hey, Angel. Hi, darling. How are ya? AKJ is Angel. How's Brian and the boys doing? Everybody doing all right? Excuse me. Heritage Farm. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you very much. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, Diane. Thank you, honey. Thank you. One of my other friends had called me today. She said, "What are you doing for your birthday?" I said, "You're looking at it." Well, she marked me. I said, "You're looking at it." Oh, well, I'm glad they're feeling better. Isn't that crazy, Pam? Because I think I discovered you were in Texas right after or in Houston area right after I left to Memphis. So you're in Nashville. That's crazy. I'm going to Nashville Saturday, but to the airport. But you're not that far from me, a couple hours. We could meet in the middle somewhere for lunch one day. Oh no, well I'm glad you're back. Hey Sky, how are you, darling? Thank you so much, sweetheart. Diane, how close are you guys to all those fires out there? Okay, Tammy, y'all enjoy your supper. Yeah, that'd be fun, Tam. We'll meet halfway or something for lunch one day after I get a few things settled here. Of course, I'm getting ready to go out of town for a week, so. But we can sure do that. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what's halfway between here and there, but I'm sure we can find something. I said I'm coming into Nashville Saturday, but I'm going straight to the airport, so. Lippy, how's your garden doing? Are you still getting peppers and stuff out of your garden? Is it pretty much finished? She got some of the most beautiful peppers this year. Did y'all see them videos? Oh my goodness. She got some of the most beautiful peppers out of that garden. Goodness gracious. I do not have that kind of a green thumb. I just don't. But man, they were pretty. And the jams. You pulled everything today. All right, so garden's done for the season. So now it's time to start prepping the areas for the next one or moving on, right? So where are you at, K&A? I'm not sure. Forgive me, I don't know your actual name, or I call you by name. Where are you at? You're 600 miles from Lake Tahoe fire, 60 miles from it. I've got some friends that have property out there, a condo that they rent, and they are just nervous as all get out because it's actually on Lake Tahoe. They are on, I don't know, maybe you can tell me, Diane, I don't know. I just know that their condo is on the east side of the lake. That's all I know for sure. Fire at Balt Park where we can't. Goodness, Angel, it'll certainly be different next time you see it then, won't it? Ash falling from the sky. I bet being that close, yeah. Well, it'll be bigger and better, Lippy. I don't know whatever you'll come up with because you always come up with the best ideas. You got a very creative spirit and you always come up with the best ideas. Did y'all see the video that Lippy did on the mock raspberry? If you haven't seen that, you need to see it. I believe that's on the Gemini website, isn't it, Lippy? I think. A tornado just ripped through Jersey, headed toward Allison. I just hope she's safe. I told her if it gets really, really bad, she needs to go into the basement and hunker down. Allison Howitz, who we're talking about, she lives on Long Island. And Lippy says they just had a tornado rip through Jersey, headed toward Allison. So, please keep these people safe. They are getting not quite as hard hit, obviously, as Louisiana took the full front, but they are getting tornadoes spawning all over the system. They're getting high winds and massive flooding waters. Some places are getting expected up to 15 inches of water for this thing in a 24-hour period. And that's up across New England area, New York, New Jersey, going up toward New England anyway. Pennsylvania's going to catch some of this, lower Pennsylvania. Y'all, please keep these people in your prayers. Keep them safe. And the fires, yeah. 200 pounds of Roma tomatoes. My goodness. That's a lot of tomatoes to have to process. You're in Massachusetts. I have a friend in Massachusetts. She lives in Boston. Oh, if y'all hear crazy noises, that's the guineas jumping up on top of the shed on their way to the trees behind me, which is where they roost at night. Goodness gracious. This fly is driving me nuts. But yeah, she did that mock raspberry. Oh my goodness. Seriously, y'all, that looks so good. I'm not sure. Lippy, did you see where in Jersey? Bristol Bridge area. Yeah, same here, Christy. When it made that curve, it was originally curved, was showing it literally coming right over the top of us. But as it did, the currents just pulled it a sharper curve, and it took it southeast of us. So all we had was just a bunch of rain that day, and it never even really got heavy. It was just a steady rain all day. Around Bristol Bridge area. Yeah, it's just all over the country. There's, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm sure y'all can hear some of those thuds. That's the Guineas. A tornado touched down about 25 miles from Bobby, northeast of the house, 3 communities above us. Bobby lives in Bay Minette, Alabama, on the coast. Down by the coast. That's just scary, isn't it, Bobby? You guys have been really lucky. Well, they'll all move off here in a minute. One good thing about, or one true thing about a tin roof, you hear everything. You don't miss it. And that's all the guineas on their way to roost. And it's so funny to watch them. They jump from the ground to Andy's fence, from Andy's fence to the top of his camper, from the top of the camper over to the shed, and from the shed over to the trees. It's funny to watch them. They have a pattern. He's doing okay, Angel. He's been feeling a lot better. He did not have to have a major surgery. We were very grateful for that, very blessed. He's still having to be careful what he does and eats and all that stuff, but he is definitely doing okay. Doing better for sure. It sounds like a hailstorm. Yeah, that's the guineas. They're so pretty though. I honestly had never seen white guineas before. I'd only seen the gray ones like Teresa's got. But they're pretty birds. They're not so pretty when they're drenched wet. They just, their hair spikes up and their feathers are, it's funny as all get out, but they're beautiful birds. Me too, Mary Beth. Fortunately, as you can hear, it's just about stopped now. It's just their path. They go from one to another, and it's just that once they get off of here, they're in the trees roosting. Oh, that's wonderful, Diane. Allison, hi, darling. Thank you so much. How's things there? I know Lippy was just telling us they had a big tornado hit Jersey. It was headed toward your direction. You doing okay there? You know, if you hear them storms, you do like we say, you go get in that basement. So, Diane, the canning nana, she is in California. She says, if anybody is looking for lids, can't find them, she can get a lot of lids in her area. They're not running shortages at all. She's willing to give them for cost plus the shipping. So, you know, and basically, she's not charging anybody to do this. Just out of her heart, she's packing them up. So if you need lids, having trouble finding them, you guys email Diane, and she can help you out. Several hit near your sister, yeah, because your sister's in Jersey. Watching the radar for, yeah, they say it's going to come and then get pushed through, and hopefully it all pushes through and, you know, no more damage, but that's been crazy. And, you know, we've been praying for the people that have already got the tornadoes that have hit. They absolutely are, Mary Beth. It's like I can sit outside if I want to and virtually no mosquitoes, but if you go down to his mama's or over down to his friend's house, the mosquitoes will carry you away. The flies are less with them here. They're still here, but they went from like these clouds of flies to just, you know, some here randomly that pop in and out, but Tractor Supply in Middle Tennessee has lids. I haven't checked the one here. I don't can. I mean, I'm going to eventually, but I don't have a way to can at the moment. I don't have an oven I don't have a stovetop or any way to control that heat and all that I need to do. It is coming in my future. I promise y'all that, but at the moment, I don't, so I haven't been keeping up on it, but. Junkyard, thank you, sweetheart. Where did Skeeter go? Are you still here, Skeeter, or did you get knocked out? Skeeter's getting a bunch of rain and stuff from these storms, too. He's getting those feeder bands. Hardware store that's getting me cases of lids. They're $4.99 a box. Hoping they go down a bit more. I can ship several boxes for $6 in the U.S. So there y'all go. Gives you an idea of prices. So how have you been, Junkyard? You doing all right, buddy? It's been crazy, hasn't it? It's been crazy. You have to take cover quick, Allison, because if you can hear the train, it's already on top of you. That's an honest statement. So It's not been too bad the last 2 days. Of course, we've had all this rain cover with the storm and stuff. So it's not been too hot here for us, which is a good thing. Poor Cindy, bless her heart. That little girl has just had a time of it. So what else is going on out there? What else would y'all like to talk about? You're wrapped in a blanket. So, buddy, does that mean it's like 74 out there, 75 degrees? Lippy gets cold easy, y'all. Bless her heart. Cindy's just had a time of it. $76 degrees. That's not even sleeping weather for me. Hey, Bub again. Allison, you know I'm always up late, and you know I'm here if you need me. But thank you so much, Diane. Thank you for everything. Love you too. She's got plenty of coffee. Ooh. Miss Lippy on coffee. Lippy's probably one of those few people I know that can drink coffee all day long and never have an issue. I couldn't do it. It would keep me so wired up. It would be funny, but I don't really care for coffee. So it was 94 there. I don't remember what our high was today. I want to say it was like 81. It wasn't, but like I said, we've had all the cloud cover from the storm and stuff. 73 for Mary Beth. And Allison, Andy is down the street. He was here when we started the live. He was here. And he got a text message from one of his buddies down the street. Not sure what they needed, but he said, do you mind? I won't be gone long. And I gave him grief over it. I gave him sufficient grief. I said, you're a grown man. You want to leave me on my birthday, go hang out with your friends, go ahead. It's okay. I gave him grief, though. I know where he sleeps, y'all. It's okay. Hey, welcome back, Tammy. How was supper? I had cantaloupe for supper. I had a big old huge tub of cantaloupe, and I was so stuffed when I got done. Oh my gosh, but it was so good. Huh. Can't tell what that noise is. Maybe a train. If it actually starts raining, I'll lose my life, but if I disappear, y'all know why. Joe's giving coffee a bad name. Thank you, Dwayne, honey. I know you would, Allison. Tammy's cooking spaghetti tomorrow. Yummy. Diane says it's 62 at Ventura Beach. I don't know what it is here right now, and I can't actually look because both of my phones are occupied at the moment. I would guess probably mid-70s. Probably close to what Lippy's at. All right, fly. I need one of those salt-o-matic things, those assault gun things that you put the salt in for bugs, or I just start shooting them. Except I won't use one in my house because I don't want salt all over my house, but I wouldn't mind salt all over your shop. I mean, what's it going to hurt? Really, fly? Get away from my face. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me, y'all. He might get to live if he stay away from my face. Holy cow, excuse me. Hey, Brenda, thank you. Roseanne says it's getting down into the 40s at night. Awesome. That's fun weather. Hey, Tim, how are you, darling? How's everybody up there? You'd love it in Tennessee then, because it's hot here all the dang time. Bub, I hope you're in your garage. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much, Kathy. How are you? They have been horrible this year, Christy. You are absolutely right. They've been terrible. The guineas have helped. They've cut them way, way down. But there's still some here. Amen to that one, Patty. We're still hot here. Hot doesn't stop till end of September or so around here. So I have a video I'm going to do in the next few days. Y'all watch for it. It's about the power of words. Diane says she's giving away a canner on her channel. Awesome. Oh, I hear the truck. Andy's back. Y'all make sure and give him plenty of grief when he gets back. I really don't know what his friends needed, but y'all give him grief anyway. Bless her heart. Lippy, it's been a struggle with you for the last 6 to 8 months or so with your flares. Bless your heart. But yet you always stay so positive and you always keep moving. You are just, it's one of those reasons we all love you so much. You just keep going.
Fear not, for I have returned.
You have returned?
Yes. I'll bring action on.
Right, Patty? I mean, just take us out of the 90s. It will be goodness.
What's the matter with the night?
Everything is too hot. Libby's at home right now at 76 and she's wrapped under a blanket. She's cold.
Ain't cold.
It's for Lippy.
Miss Nippy, that ain't cold.
It's for her. You don't have her medical condition she deals with. He brought the cat back. So he's going to have to lure the cat up into his lap because if the cat gets in my lap, the cat's
He
getting
was waiting on me.
down. Of course, I'm going to be going to
She's leaving me.
on my trip, and it's going to start cooling off at night here while I'm gone, of course, but yes, he did, Mr. Buddy.
Huh?
Pull your chat up. He said, well, blessed will I be, and he blessed us with his presence. Stupid
Hey, Mr.
fly.
Buddy.
Oh, my goodness. It is Ash Kitty, Christina. He's looking good. He's nice and healthy, and last time Christy was down here, Ash, and you know, I told you guys earlier on when we had Ash in here earlier that he's been through so much. He's been attacked by different animals. He's been attacked by a fox and had a big chunk of his face ripped off. He's had set on fire. He's had fights with coyotes. I mean, he's just
His
been
ears
through
done
it.
burnt off.
You know, but when last time Christy was here, Ash still had an abscess in his ear,
Hey, Bo.
and she sat and doctored his ear and drained the abscess out and put some medicine. He's doing much, much better, Christy. See, you went and left that good woman on her birthday. Mm-hmm. See, ain't the only one.
I was back in just a few minutes.
Yeah, like 30 minutes after live. It's okay though. Yeah, he has probably a little bit. He's doing really well, Christy. Dwayne's in here too, Brittany.
Oh, hey, Mr.
Hey,
Frank.
Debbie,
Hey,
how are
Miss
you,
Christie.
sweetheart? Hey, Betty. I know, but I can't hold you right now. I just cannot.
Mr. Buddy, who said I wasn't cooking supper tonight?
I know, right? Like my favorite pork chops or something like that. Go sit with your dad.
No, pork chops is gonna have to wait till tomorrow or the next day.
Well, I didn't tell nobody about that. That's your plans.
You can tell.
Well, apparently, Andy's had enough of chasing pigs.
No, well, at least
And-
one of them's going bye-bye. I ain't sure about the other two
And
yet.
CG done told him, I'm done. I'm never chasing another pig in my life, so you better figure out something. What are we eating? That's what Buddy says. What are we eating? So, at least one, probably the two females are going to get slaughtered and processed and
I'm
put into freezer camp, I guess is the nicest way to put that. But
Yeah, I have plenty of pork tomorrow. I ain't
could
gonna
be
buy,
pork tomorrow.
I ain't going to buy pork tonight. Or,
Junkyard says grilled cheese and Campbell's clam chowder. No. He's a sweet, sweet kitty, Libby. I'll have to
Oh,
tell
yeah.
y'all later. I'll tell you all the
this is
stuff that
Ashimo
poor
Cat,
baby's
he's my
been
buddy.
through. He got his name Ash Cat because even as a kitty, he would play in the ashes of the fire pits. Even when they were warm, he would play in them.
He's my little pyromaniac
And then
buddy.
he was probably, I don't know, probably 6, 8 months old maybe, and he was accidentally
No,
set on
no.
fire
No, he
with
was-
another cat.
He was 3, 4 months.
And it was total accident. He was accidentally set on fire, and literally 2 balls of fire were streaking through the woods in either direction. And we were so blessed that it had just rained, so everything was drenched in, thank
I said,
goodness.
he likes you. You don't want
I know he loves me, but here, hold on, y'all. Let me have him. Come here, Ash.
No.
Come here.
He don't like me
Hey.
unless you ain't here.
Come on. Up. Come on. Come on. There you go.
I just feed him everything.
Now look, you're gonna have to cooperate if you want Mom to hold you, okay? You're gonna cooperate. Anyway, he is a sweet, sweet kitty, but he was, like I said, they were accidentally set on fire. The tips of his ears were burned off. Hey, could you need your bread somewhere else, please? The tips of his ears were literally burnt off. They're rounded now. You have to watch chat for me for a minute.
Alright.
And he had a big line of fur from here, comes warped around all the way down, and all the way down his tail was big gouges where all the fur was singed off, and he had some burns. We took him to Andy's mama. She nursed him back to health, and then he came to live here. He's got a few scars, and like I said, the tips of his ears are all rounded up now. You can see the scars on him where it was burnt
Bye,
off.
Miss
but-
Patty G. Miss Patty G.
Bye, Patty. Patty back. Love y'all. And he still is not scared of the fires. I mean, if we go outside in the in the fall and the winter,
I say, he's my little
and we
pyro buddy.
light the fire pit outside. We're sitting around the fire. He'll still come right up there and sit in our laps. He's just an amazing cat. Fox got a hold of him once and literally just right about here in the head, and literally ripped a thing like this big. The whole bottom of his jaw was just hanging open. The fox ripped it out, and he still fought the fox off and got away. And he came back to us, and we did the same thing. We bandaged him up and treated the wounds. He's an amazing cat, but he's got the sweetest temperament. But he is a fiery cat. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's got the sweetest temperament towards people. Let him get after something else.
But he's definitely a strong one. Yeah, that's true. When she was working on the abscess, Ash just kind of sat toward the end of it. When it started getting sore, he started trying to get away from her, but he wasn't biting at her. He wasn't clawing at her. He just kind of sat there and let her do it. But you can see, even as tender as his ears were, I mean, he has no problem with playing with his ears. He's
He's
not
got
real fan of
he's
it.
got little baby ash cats running all over the place, and he's about to start paying child support.
Get it fixed. It's a man's responsibility just as much as a woman. Get it fixed. Your mama ain't fixing hers. You
Hey,
get
I'm the, one,
yours.
I'm the one saying he has to pay child support.
Uh-huh. I love you too. I really do. But you're like, I can't hold you for so long because you
Oh,
start
Miss
hurting my
Debbie
arm.
Slayer says happy birthday.
Yay! Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been something, isn't it, Lippy? I mean, we're so grateful that so many people were spared injuries and deaths, and the devastation of property, you guys, is just crazy. We actually have, did Cleveland leave today?
No, either tomorrow or Friday.
Either tomorrow or Friday. One of our neighbors, his boss has a tree trimming company here in the area, and he's loading up several of his crew in some of their big trucks, and he's headed down to the area to help with cleanup. So there's just people coming from all over to go down and try to help the best they can, and try to help them get back to some semblance of normality. I mean, it's almost impossible as that is. But it's just been amazing. It's just been incredible.
Oh,
Okay.
Miss Debbie Slayer just turned 20.
You have to get down now. You're hurting my arm. I can't hold you this long. Can you go see your dad? He's actually gained some weight again, and he's heavy. And when I hold him, it hurts my arm, and the RA kicks in, and my wrist is going. I'd rather not get problems, but yeah. You got that one right, Lippy. As Lippy says, we are stronger and better together, people helping people. Well, like I said, I know this gentleman, as tree trimming, he's actually suspending a lot of his jobs and postponing stuff up here to take his crews down there to help. So, I'm not sure which area they're going to. I just know they are going to Louisiana. Somewhere, if I had to guess, they're probably going
Louisiana, maybe South Mississippi. They're going pretty much wherever we got hit.
Yeah, I think they're going to get there and ask where the most help is needed and go there. I think that's their plan last I talked to them. Hey, Mr. Mudd, thank you so much, darling. But y'all just keep them in your prayers. There's still a lot of people out of their homes and a lot of people that are now homeless, and shelters are full and people are scrambling for places to be, and the power's still out. It could, some estimates I saw, as much as 6 weeks before power's restored to everybody. I mean, it was a lot of devastation, and all across the country this storm has just wreaked havoc. And right now Eastern Seaboard is getting it, New Jersey, New York, Lower Pennsylvania. I know the Ohio Valley got some of this stuff. They're getting hammered with it now. This thing has literally crossed the country. And then you've got all the fires in California, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So y'all just keep this country in your prayers. No. I know what he wants. I just can't hold him.
I mean, he don't want me. He loves you. He
I
just
know he
tolerates
loves
me.
me.
He just tolerates me because I feed him every day.
I know he loves me, and I love him too, but I can't hold him that long unless I'm sitting on the couch or something where I can prop him up.
That's I'll go get that recliner up there and bring it down here.
Dad's.
Have me a shop recliner.
Okay, then he can come sit with me all he wants. We didn't get a whole lot here. It rained all day, but it was never a heavy rain. It was just a steady drizzle, sometimes up to an actual light rain. And a couple of them where you kind of heard it on the roofs, but it really did not get bad here at all. It turned a sharper curve than was expected, and it went southeast of us. Middle Tennessee and Eastern Tennessee got more of it than we did. No.
Miss Christie, no.
No.
We're doing it here. We're doing it right back yonder somewhere.
Yeah, one of our neighbors, Doug, Meg and Violet are coming over, and Doug's processed many pigs and hogs in his time, and he's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Knowledgeable in what has to be done, and he's going to work with Andy to show him exactly what to do. And
Doug's smart.
Doug's an amazing guy. He really is.
Yeah, he is.
He's very generous, and he's just got such an open heart. So he is going to come over and teach Andy and help him do them, and of course we're going to make sure they get plenty of meat. Floods, fires, heat waves, the pandemic stuff. It's just this whole country, you guys. And then you've got everything going across the country, on the other continent over there, with our people that are getting left behind, and it's just, this country needs prayer. I don't know how else to put it, but this country needs people to come together. People need to quit fighting and arguing and blaming. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sure that was loud. It's actually Kelly. She probably doesn't realize we're live.
See,
But-
she is popular. I am not.
Whatever. One of the videos that I said earlier I'm going to be doing the next couple of days is the power of words. You guys, I believe words have power. And if we as a country don't start coming together and speaking positivity and get off of all this who said, he said, she said, blaming, you guys, it's not going to work. It's just not. And I'm going to, excuse me. Sorry, it's the sawdust in here. Excuse me. Thank you. But it's what that video is going to be about. You guys look for it. I think I am going to try to let the power of words. But it's something that's just been heavy on my heart, you know? Hey, Backroads. Thank you, darling.
Hey, Backroads.
Thank
Sorry,
you,
I didn't
everybody.
make it, Jenna. I messaged you to Miss Kelly and said you say you're not.
Yeah, I don't know what her message said to me. I couldn't read it, but I might can get a snippet. Let me see. Oh, she says they are out for supper with friends. That's why she's not here. Thank you, Benz.
Well, just to make it feel special, she watched the replay. Hey, Miss Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Ben. Debbie, we really didn't do a whole lot. We have Andy's mama had a dog that needed to get rehomed, and we took care of that this morning. And one of our friends, Denise, sent me a few dollars with a note that said for Sonic tea or something. It was enough to get tea and a breakfast sandwich. So after we dropped off little Miss Reba to her new place, Andy took me to Sonic and got some tea and a breakfast sandwich. I had a breakfast toaster. And
Poor
then-
Bodog did not get his poor Bodog burrito.
It is not Bo's birthday.
You don't know Daddy could be?
It's not his birthday.
You don't know Daddy could
I
be?
count his birthday as the day I got him. That's his birthday.
Okay, well, where was his burrito on his birthday?
I told you to buy him one and you did not.
You did not tell me it was his birthday.
It wouldn't have mattered. You didn't have the money.
I always have money for a burrito on Bodog's birthday.
Okay, well, next year I'll let you know.
See how she does, poor Bodog, y'all.
He goes by dang Taco Bell 3-4 times a week, and if he wants to buy him one, he can buy him one. I'm not spending money on burritos for the dog.
Poor
Anyway, Andy's mom lives right next door to us, Debbie. His mom and dad live on the lot right beside us. His nanny lives in Huntsville, Alabama, and that's where his mom is at right now visiting. She's been down there for a couple weeks now. His dad is taking me to the airport in Nashville Saturday and then swinging down to Huntsville to pick up his mom and bring her home. So mom and dad literally live right next door on the lot right next to us. And then nanny is in Huntsville. And I don't know which part of Huntsville. You'd have to ask Mr. Ender here. But it's Huntsville, Alabama. What part of Huntsville?
North Huntsville.
The north part of Huntsville. I know she's near a hospital. I don't remember which one it is, but that's where Nanny works. Nanny's amazing. She is 81, she'll be 82 this year, I think. And she still works a full-time job at that hospital. It's amazing. She's an amazing lady.
But it's poor Bodog.
Well, then Bub can send money for a burrito. I don't have money for a burrito. I have no income. I'm sorry. Well, that's for sure. Having a dog means never getting to finish a meal on your own. That's for dang sure, Christy. Absolutely right, Lippy. You are absolutely right. Miss Lippy from Gemini's. The best community is all adds their flavor of vegetables. If not, we end up with broth, and that's not a good pot of nourishment. You're absolutely right. It takes all of us working together to make it work. But I'm telling anybody that has a dog will testify to this. Having a dog means never getting to finish a meal on your own again.
Yeah, you can if you sneak back out in the woods somewhere and sit down and hide for a couple minutes and wolf it down really, really quick.
All right, you guys. We got 3 more minutes, so would you get me 2 out, please? We have 3 more minutes, so if anybody else has something you would like to discuss and talk about, but yes, please. Thank you. I love the wintergreen icebreaker mints. Muffin always gets the last bite out. Never go in the bathroom alone. See, we all get it. We're all dog lovers. We love our dogs. That's why they get away with the stuff they do. But y'all be watching for that video. Sometime in the next couple of days it should come out. I just want to get my thoughts in order. Yeah, Felix gets it. Baby girl, his baby girl gets it. A lot of times if we do go somewhere, the leftovers get given to Cotton out there. You think so, Angel? All right, you guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. Thank you to my mods. You guys make sure to show them some love. They do such a great job. They are wonderful to me, taking care of me and looking out for me. You guys check out Miss Lippy's new channel, Miss Lippy Uncensored. Make sure you check it out. But I
This
have
year she leaves Saturday.
I have the most wonderful mods ever. So you guys go check out their channels, keep them going. Nana's Menagerie, you know, she's doing much better, thank you, Lord. I'm so glad to hear that. And I leave for New York on Saturday. So, but thank you so much for everybody for being here, for helping me celebrate my birthday. Thank you for all of the well wishes. I know a lot of you have sent stuff on Facebook, and I'm going to go post on that here in a little while. But you guys made my day special. Thank you so much for being here. Good night, everybody. Love you.
Night, everybody. Josh. I gotta go turn the thing off.